Hello, everybody. How in the world wide are you? Hope you're having a tremendously great day. And today we're going to talk about fans. Right now, we are in quite a few different sports seasons. There are some just ending, some on the cusp of ending, there's some about to begin. And when it comes to sports, fans really make the game the game. There's a whole experience when it comes to being a fan. And people are fans for different reasons. It could be because of the mascot, it can be because of the team itself, particular players, coaches, the history, the location. It could be because of being an alumni, because of a child of someone plays for a certain team. Either way it goes, when it comes to sports, sports draw fans, and fans are fanatical, quite naturally. So when it comes to fans, people go all the way in and out when it comes to their fanhood. They'll talk about their team, they almost fight about their team, they're always repping their team because they have a sense of pride when it comes to that team they're a fan of. And that's okay. I'm not knocking that. I'm a fan of a few different teams myself. But of all of your fanfare, of all you put into your team, all of your time, your attention, your money, your emotion, that includes frustrations at time, your hype, your enjoyment, of all you put into a team, are you a fan of yourself? Because it does not matter what you put into a team, only a few people actually have a stake into a team. When you're sitting at your house watching it, you don't have a stake in it. When you spend money to go see a team, you don't have a stake in it. But as much as you cheer and jeer for a team, are you a fan of your own empowerment, of your own self fulfillment? Because it's okay to holler and cheer for somebody else and to want to wager on somebody else. But if you do not do that on yourself, what are you really doing? What is that team giving you besides opportunity to lose your voice because you're screaming back at them, or the time you put into them when you watch them, or you go when you watch them in your house, or you go to watch them? What is that team really giving you that you cannot give to yourself? So when we think about fans, let's break down that word fans. First off, the F. Fans are fun. People have fun when it comes to a game, no matter whether you are. If they're there on the track, watching a race, if they're tailgating, if they're at the house. Fans have fun when it comes to their team when they're playing, or that individual when they're playing. When's the last time you had fun just by yourself? When's the last time you just laughed out loud? When's the last time you thought about something you said or somebody said and you just chuckled about it, or you thought about an incident from years ago, from a long time ago, even your childhood, and you laughed about it, or you looked in the mirror and you laughed at yourself? Let's just face it, I hadn't always been this amazingly attractive. I used to have to look in the mirror mad at laugh at myself too. But when have you actually just had fun being by yourself? Does not mean you do not need anybody else. There are times where it's just going to be you, and you need to know how to laugh. Fans know how to bring the best out of any situation. So how about you? When are you going to learn how to bring the best out of your situation and just have some fun in life? Life is not meant to be just a bore. It's not meant to just be depressive. Not meant to be something that you're just down all the time. You should actually enjoy life. So when are you going to start have fun in life? Okay, the A, appetite. Fans have a tremendous appetite. It does not matter how much their team lose or win, they continue to want more from that team. Every year, they continue to give more and more because they have an expectation that team is going to do better than it did the last year. Even if it was successful the year before, there's an expectation they have. Again, what about you? Where's your appetite for your self fulfillment? Where's your appetite to where, regardless of what 2019 did to you, or the last decade, or the last 20 years, the last 27 and a half years, the last 38 years, when are you going to have an appetite for yourself to where you are going to go all the way in for you? When are you going to do that? Okay, let's look at another A. It's going to be fans tonight. Another A is answer. Fans always have an answer when it comes to who they cheer for. Whether it's making an excuse, whether it's lying about them, whether they win or not, there's always an answer. If they lose, well, they lost because of this. Fans always can answer questions about their team, and they research their team. They keep up with what their teams are doing. When are you going to have answers for yourself? Okay, here's a question for you. If I were to stop you at random and say, give me 5 positive adjectives to describe you, can you give me 5? Can you give me 4? Can you give me 3? Can you give me 2 positive, constructive adjective to describe you without it being something negative, without you downing yourself. It's easy to find out all the bad and all you don't like about you, but can you truly find the positive if you were to be asked by me or somebody else to give 5 adjectives to describe yourself? Okay? The N, fans are noisy. Make no mistake about it. You can be in your neighborhood and know when somebody's watching the game because you can hear them, because people are gathered. Okay? It's time to make noise for yourself. It's time to have your own empowerment campaign to where you're not only making noise to yourself, but you're making noise about yourself. You're realizing the gifts God has given you, and you're using those, and you use them in a big way, and people are going to recognize you because you have no problem with talking about yourself and even bragging about yourself. Yeah, there's a fine line between being cocky, being humble, and you got to find that balance. But still, you should know there is so much good in you. It is worth talking about, and it is worth being loud about. When are you going to do that? Okay? The last letter, the S. Fans are silent. They are sold out. Again, when you're a fan of somebody, it does not matter how much you do. You typically don't abandon them the next season because of how they did before. Why do you give up on yourself because what you tried to make happen did not happen and you still have today to make it happen? Why you do that? When are you going to get sold out on yourself? Again, it's okay to spend all this money on a team, especially if you don't get anything about it back from it. But why don't you do this for yourself? Why don't you invest in you? Invest money into yourself. Invest wisdom into yourself. Invest positivity into yourself. You have the same opportunity and more to put in you what you put into a team. And here's the good part about it. You can always get back what you put into you, but you can't get back what you put into a team. If you sit down and watch any sport for any number of time, any amount of hours, and they lose, what have you gotten from it? Nothing. But if you were to take those same hours and put them into you to be a you, what type of franchise could you be? What type of enterprise could you be? What type of worldwide, phenomenal, global name you can be if you only put forth the same effort? Again, I'm not bashing you being a fan of anybody or any team or any sport. I'm a fan myself, but I made a choice. I'm not going to give a team more than I give to me because I know I'm guaranteed to get the dividends when I put into me. So I encourage you, be a fan of yourself. Don't down yourself when you lose. Pick yourself up. Keep rooting for you just like you do everybody else when they lose. Get ready for the next season. And see, with sports, you have to wait a number of months for the next season. But with you don't have to wait a number of moments because you get yourself back up and say, you know what? I might not have did what I wanted to then, but I still have an opportunity. So go out, knock this day out, be empowered, live encouraged. Talk to you later.